summer. We are your hosts. I am Ryan Super Sharp. That is J. Bean Martin. Bean has finally watched Thor 4, Love and Thunder for the first time. What are your, give me your first thoughts on the movie. I've seen it like 3 times at this point.
It's funny because I think the first half of Doctor Strange is better than Thor, but I think that from middle on, and the ending included, I think Thor is actually a better movie on the back half.
Okay.
It's weird, but I feel like as they were going, like in my head, I'm like...
landing better.
It does.
Yeah.
Like it was a little bit... Like I liked the very beginning with, what's his name? Korg telling the story, which is really funny. Yeah. And it's like over-the-top bad, cheesy special effects on purpose on that part, which I don't think people... The special effects are... No, it's supposed to...
It looks like swinging in.
Ridiculous on purpose. Like... But then it kind of meandered for a minute.
He had relations with a woman wolf on a wolf woman. Yeah.
It's like so stupid, but so Taika Waititi that I love it.
People immediately shit on Korg for him overusing Korg so much, but if Korg wasn't received so well in Ragnarok, he wouldn't be as such a main character. So it's like because you people loved him so much.
I honestly actually think that the comedy was either the same or slightly less than Ragnarok. Everybody's like, just 10 times more jokes.
Yeah, you see Hulk's butt in the Ragnarok. Haha. Yeah, right.
I didn't.
No.
There wasn't as many jokes. To me, it was pretty heavy. From about midpoint on, it's a heavy movie.
He's got cancer.
My daughter's crying.
Right.
Like, this is sad. Like, I didn't get upset once at Ragnarok. I was like, oh, this is no way. At the end of this one, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
His Odin dies in the third one.
Right, and I didn't even care. Like, whatever.
Cool. Hasn't he?
Sweet.
Wasn't he dead?
Didn't he die 3 times already?
I thought he died in the Avengers or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, it was heartbreaking. Like you see the movie, like it's like Chris Hemsworth does it so well. It's like right before the end, you feel like he's finally putting it together and he's finally understood and he's gotten over his losses. And then she's like, "By the way, I'm dying." And you see him everything through 4 movies that he's learned just explode.
Well, because they had that conversation where he's like, "Yeah, we can
he's
get back together."
Ready. He's like, "I've learned.
We can be together."
It took me all these years, but I'm dying.
I have cancer.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's like, what? She's like, "Just kidding."
Yeah.
No.
So and then you see him literally explode into a million pieces, and I thought like that's amazing. So now he's got you built 4 movies of a story. You finished it, and now you got a whole nother arc to start over with.
Yeah, I think it would have helped if Jane was in the other movies. Between 2 in this one,
she should have been in 3.
She should have been in at least 3, or showed up in Ultron at the party or something.
But I like the backstory that we got. That they dated.
It worked
during the blip.
No,
and all
it worked.
That,
Totally.
You know? Like okay, right,
fine. Yeah. Was that during the blip?
That's what they kind of made it sound like.
I thought that was before the blip. I thought that was way before the blip. Because they're still like watching Sopranos or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that too. Because in She-Hulk, they have the Sopranos on in the background too.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just big fans of Sopranos over at the Marvel Studios. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. I thought it was a very fun movie.
Super fun.
I thought it was very fun.
With the super heavy... It was a Taika Waititi movie. It had everything. You're laughing, you're crying, you're thinking.
It reminded me a lot of when he did Jojo Rabbit.
Okay.
Like, it's a comedy, but it's like...
But it hits you in the face.
Holy fuck, I need a bucket because Jesus Christ, my room is flooding.
Yeah, to say that that's the weakest of the Thor movies is so laughable that it's unbelievable. Like... And I got an argument...
People are saying Dark World and the first one are better than this.
You know what's messed up?
No, they're not.
Michelle,
those are just
who
bad
if you watch,
movies.
She's our Disney person. Yeah. She's telling me how much all the Thor movies are great. The first 2 are all right. No, they're great. I was like, I love Dark World. I was like, it's not that great.
Even as like a
they're okay,
like an action movie standpoint, it's
cool.
Not great. It's like
it's cool, but
it's like they're like on par with like the Rock movies with like San Andreas.
Yeah, they're like alright.
It's just who cares?
It's entertaining.
Yeah. Thor sucked before Ragnarok. And people, they finally changed his character. And yeah, do that more. And they're like, okay. And they're like, why'd you fucking do that again? We all asked for this, but we didn't want to watch it.
Because there were lines in this that was back to like OG Thor where he didn't know certain things that you'd think he'd know, and he was kind of like out of place. I can't remember. There's like 1 or 2 lines that he says something, and they look at him like, "What the hell are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?" Yeah.
But he's almost like old school Asgardian. I'm an idiot, Thor. So they even try to give you a little bit of that.
Yeah. People also make the defense that they made Thor a fucking idiot, and he doesn't know anything in this movie, which is like true. For the like sake of comedy,
but he's also always been that way,
right?
So that's what I'm saying.
He
like,
knows
just
Asgardian custom,
right?
Yeah, so he's like stupid on Earth.
He's always been a big dummy,
right?
A big, nice, friendly dummy that's just trying to help.
Yeah, Thor's dumb and he doesn't know anything. He's a big bumbling idiot. Like, yeah, he's like human Hulk.
Yeah,
who gets drunk.
The Zeus part and the gods part was hysterical.
People don't like that part either. People are saying Zeus, Russell Crowe is fucking
Zeus.
It. He's amazing.
I hate Russell Crowe, but he's
an asshole on screen.
That's how he's in real life, allegedly. So I mean, like, that was perfect.
I love the idea of Zeus being like just this like
retired,
fat
basically,
slob,
fat and lazy.
He's like Murdoch, but if he's Zeus,
they don't have to worry about anything anymore because they're gods and they don't care and whatever.
Yeah, I love the idea of them becoming so comfortable.
They just do orgies.
Nobody knows where they are. They just bang.
They just bang all day. I won't invite you to today's orgy if you don't shut up.
You're uninvited. Oh my god, dude.
It was great.
Yeah. No, the setup of the movie with like Christian Bale losing his daughter, finding his god that he worships.
Like Christian Bale, holy Jesus God, is he a good actor, dude?
I want him now.
I wanted to hug him and tell him I'm sorry his daughter died.
I want 10 years ago, I want him to do Joker. I want him to do Palpatine.
I felt
Palpatine.
That's funny,
dude. He's got the teeth. He's got the Palpatine eyes,
he had
dude.
some Jokerish though.
When he's doing the voice with the kids, he's like, "Oh, he likes getting his head chopped off."
Yeah. It was really
like, what the fuck, dude?
No, he killed.
Yeah,
he killed.
It was great. I didn't think he was used enough, but there are a lot of scenes that were cut of him.
I actually, for the first time, because especially Marvel movies, they always try to give you the feel bad for the bad guy,
which you do in this.
But in this one, you genuinely are like, this guy got so the raw end of the deal that I'm okay if he goes and butchers some people.
Killmonger, where it's like, well, he's kind of in the right, he's like, he's got like lineage here and could like take the throne, and it's like, but he's a bad guy.
No, but this is like he's justified. Yeah. He's like a normal dude who was trying to save his daughter,
save his entire race.
His race,
yeah.
And they laughed at him to his face and basically spit on him. So
the movie starts with Christian Bale. He picks up the fucking shadow sword. He's like, I don't feel it as a curse. I feel a promise. He's like, this is my vow. Mm-hmm. All gods will die. And then it's like opening credits. I'm like,
oh. No, the opening was amazing. And the end was amazing. The music's rocking. It's just like,
this is my vow. All gods will die. And like, fuck yeah, dude. Like,
see,
my god, I'm in.
I wish they wouldn't have killed him because he is a bad guy that I feel like you could redeem enough to if you needed to use him to be an anti-hero. Because of how good of a character he is.
They shouldn't do that, though. Because, like, Gore in the comics is, like, a terrorist.
Okay.
But, like, a god terrorist. This is, like, the god, like, hitman, Where he's, like, only takes out a couple of them, right?
Right, but they gave you an actual human set. Comic books sometimes tend to do things to the extreme.
Gore is, like, a alien from the Shadow Realm.
Right.
Or fucking who cares, in the comics. So it's, like, he's just super unrelatable. But this one, it's like, he made him like just a dad who lost his kid.
Right.
It's like,
I'm saying this version of him, you almost don't want him to die because it's like, holy shit. Yeah. I'm not saying keep him good. I just mean like you could have him, because he's conflicted.
Yeah. He doesn't have to kill him.
He's not pure evil.
No,
he's not.
He's like, oh, now I know what I did was wrong.
Like he even tells Thor.
Maybe he's like, I'll keep the Necro sword so nobody worse than me can.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe you have him go back and he kills certain gods. Sure. And sometimes they have to go fight him because
the bad ones.
He's went off the rails.
Yeah,
again.
Go kill Zeus because he's retired and sucks.
When you hear Zeus and all them talk, you're like, all right, we'll kill some of them gods then. Yeah. Because they're kind of douches.
Kind of dicks.
Maybe don't kill Thor or Mighty Thor because they're not bad. Because they seem like they're decent people. And maybe you... Because he was commenting that. He's like, you guys are different than other gods. You seem to care. Well, then maybe don't kill them.
Yeah. It's just one of those that could have been fulfilled with a simple conversation. But he's like, all gods must die. It's like, no. Just the one you worship is a I was going to say, I think
he was too... Yeah. Because they do have that conversation. And Thor basically tells him, he's like, oh, you do have somebody to love, and you do seem like you love people. But I don't care. I'm going to kill you anyway. Because they almost do. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to...
I think because the... Gore, turns throughout the movie. At the beginning of the movie, he's like, I need revenge for my daughter. But then, as the sword, corrupts him, he's like...
It's true.
I just want to go fuck with people.
Yeah.
And, murder guys.
But then once he gets that thing open...
Once he goes into, the realm of eternity
to get a wish.
I think the curse wears off.
So that was my only thing is they were too vague in the movie. They didn't, give you the breakdown completely what was going on. I mean, they do, obviously, but they're not this is who this is why he's going here. It was just he's on a vengeance path to kill the gods. Oh, by the way, if he gets to this point, he can do this. But they don't... It was
that's where he's going. Because he's trying to get all the gods in one go.
Right.
So
it was just kind of vague.
Go to each god and fight them. He's like, I'm just going to go make a fucking wish.
But it was all of a sudden Stormbreaker's the key, is the MacGuffin.
That was a little weird.
That's what I said,
especially because Stormbreaker was just made 8 years ago. Right. There wasn't a Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker did not exist. So no weapon could open the Bifrost.
Would that have been able to do it?
It can't open the Bifrost.
Oh, but...
No, Heimdall has to do it for him.
So no one could get to eternity until he made Stormbreaker. Basically, is
I guess
that's what I'm saying. That's
like,
what I mean by the
it was like
convolutedness
carved.
at the end.
Like the carving has like Groot's arm on it. It's like
Weird.
no, because like that was like a fluke. You know? So why would some ancient being 1,000... And this tree teenager is going to put down his Asteroids video game. Yeah, the tree-nager. It's going to put down his Space Invaders game.
That was my only issue.
Yeah, that was like...
It was convoluted,
pure MacGuffin.
Yeah, they had the MacGuffin up the end.
They had to tie it all together.
Thing.
I kind of wish, like... That was established before. Like
that's what I'm trying to say. You get it. He hates the gods and he wants to kill him. They give you that whole opening
maybe
thing.
Gore isn't trying to like fight Thor. He sees Stormbreaker and is like specifically trying to take the axe. At the first fight, he's just like kicking it.
The gods are never like, yeah, this guy tried to kill us, and if they found out that
Zeus
he went to
literally
eternity,
says he's like, we're not letting you go because you know where we are, and if Gore gets you, he'll find out where we are.
Right.
Not because your weapon can open the hole that he needs.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like, so nobody knew that.
The opening wasn't like, well, I'm going to kill you to find eternity. That's what I'm saying. Gore's not like, I'm now killing you so I can wish my daughter back. It's like, I'm just going to kill gods. And like halfway through the movie, he's like, well, now I'm going to this place to wish my daughter back from killing the gods. That's the part I'm saying. Like, they don't ever
he's like going to wish the god. He's not even wishing for his daughter back.
He's just wishing them dead.
Wishing all the gods
That's what I'm saying. But
when he can just wish for his daughter back, which he does.
And it just kind of does, in the middle of the movie, they just kind of gloss over that and he changes his... That's what I'm saying. That's all. I get why he does it, but
one of the gods at the beginning should have been like, "Oh, we can't. You want eternity."
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
that's all I
hold for eternity.
Right. But outside of that, the movie was a fun ride.
Eternity looks fucking.
It was like
amazing.
A weird outline of the Watcher and Galactus, and I
it's
thought
like
it was
that's literally right out of the comic book. Right. It's like drawn like
with
that Jet Kirby like
space thing.
Planets. Yeah, dude. I was so excited when they said Eternity. I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna fucking see?
That god is that powerful, then why would they just sit there and let them
He's an entity. Like, so he doesn't like, care, can't interfere almost. Like,
even though they're right here, like I'm about to kill you. But,
well, they're not killing Eternity. You don't kill Eternity. It's Eternity.
Right, but that's what he was trying to do, right?
He's trying to get a wish from Eternity so he can kill all the gods.
But you can't kill Eternity.
Not Eternity. Okay. Eternity's not a god.
Okay.
He exists. He's like the Phoenix Force. Okay. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like not in Jean Grey and shitty. You know, like when it's in space and just
not
like
a Fox
this
movie, right?
Solar flare, of uncontrollable cosmic power. You know, it's like Eternity is OP as fuck. But I don't even think in the comic books they've ever fought Eternity.
So is the daughter Eternity now? Because in the reflection of the water, it's Eternity.
There's a character from the A-Force, which is a specifically made thing for... it was a cartoon, I think, and it was like Woman Avengers. So that scene in Endgame where it's all the chicks teaming up or whatever, that's like an A-Force thing. So there's a character called Singularity. And this character, hold on now, keep that in mind. There's a character called Singularity who was designed for A-Force and looks very much like what we saw in Thor: Love and Thunder. So my working theory...
That's exactly what we saw.
It's my working theory. In the reflection, you do see
that's
her...
literally what you see.
Made of cosmic shit.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I didn't fucking... Everybody said this by now. But I was in the theater and I'm like, oh, fuck, are they doing fucking Singularity? And she's got fucking powers, dude.
Well, at the end, she's got
like purple lasers.
She tries to shoot.
Which is like Singularity's power.
Change your boots. I don't want to change my boots.
Yeah.
Just change your boots.
Yeah, literally though. Like this cosmic well, that was her.
Shit, that's what they showed.
It's Singularity.
Because
what I think.
The hair was like that, and the hair comes down and goes into normal as she's walking.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I was sitting there in the theater and I'm like, oh shit. I don't think anybody else in the theater got that. They're just like, oh, she's like space. You know? Nobody was like, oh, Singularity, they're doing it! Like, she's not like a daughter of Thor in the comic books. I don't think Thor has ever had...
That's Uncle Thor.
A daughter. Oh, whatever. Uncle Thor and Papa Gore. Yeah. So that's kind of where my theory is, that they're going to turn her into...
I'm surprised you didn't like that, because it's a really good way to wrap up the fact that he's lost nothing but everything in his life, and now he's got something. Out of all the loss, he got something. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to hang on to her like, oh, my mother. That's what I'm saying. It's going to turn into a psychopath. I love the writing. I'm so upset that Taka's not coming back for the next one, because no one else is going to know how to handle that.
No.
To walk that comedic, sad line that he does...
No, he's going to go back to Dark World Thor. Yeah. There's going to be... It's going to be Thor 5 Total Regression.
Yeah, Total Regression. Thor. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Chorus gonna be like, and that's total crap.
Boy. Yeah. No, I think Thor 4 was a fun movie. I hate that people shat on it completely. I thought it was...
It's in the upper half of all MCU movies.
I think it did better structuring a movie than Doctor Strange did. Doctor Strange was just all over the place. Let's introduce all these ideas.
And there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of Raimi stuff. Mm-hmm. But the ending was that classic believe in yourself. Oh shit, believe in myself? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Even though we had a whole movie where you could teach me to control my powers because you say the whole movie that I can use your powers.
The whole movie was about self-confidence.
Yeah.
This one wasn't.
No.
Not
this
as bad
is a classic
anyway,
Thor
so
adventure. Yeah. It's amazing. This movie's rad. It's just cool. It's got the God Butcher in it, and it's fucking Christian Bale,
Christian
dude.
Bale killed it. People can complain all they want, but they're looking for things to be upset about at this point.
And there's like a first fight where Valkyrie is just like fighting in her PJs because they're like Gore like attacks at night. She just like comes out and she's like wearing a Phantom of the Opera like big shirt. And I'm like, don't bother putting on your armor, you know, just fighting them jammies. And then at the end when they're fighting Gore and Thor takes out Zeus's lightning bolt, not his weapon, and puts an enchantment on the kids that they can use his powers with a weapon that's not his, has no All-Father magic, I saw that, but that isn't Odin's.
That didn't... I think because the rumors have been that they've been going to slowly turn him into, like, what is it, the All-Thor or Odin Thor, or like...
Sure, All-Father.
The All-Father, that this was the beginning, because he basically showed everybody, even throughout the movie, like, he was like...
It is weird that he can just give them their powers.
That's what Odin could do, though.
Could he, though?
Allegedly, that's supposed to be...
Did he, though?
He's wielding the Odin Force.
You didn't want to end game? Be like, all you wizards, everybody, Howard the Duck, you got lightning powers? You know, like
to me, I didn't mind that. I thought it was kind of cool because the Asgardians have been shit on for all the movies, and that's kind of been the side plot of how they're always not able to stand up for themselves.
And they're not even all Asgardians.
No.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool, and it was kind of justified. Like breaks the lightning in half.
I thought it was funny because like it's all the kids are like pick up anything you have, and one dude's got like a rabbit plushie, and it becomes like thunder.
Whopping people with the rabbit. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't mind that. Yeah. You're right. He didn't use a Stormbreaker to do it, but it's almost like it makes sense because he jacked Zeus's powers and then converted them into, you know what I mean? Into like I'm going to take advantage.
Yeah, it's not his weapon, so how does he know how to do that with that thing?
Maybe he could channel. That was the whole point, because then the kids didn't.
His power is not yellow, you know.
No, but it was weird. It went blue to yellow. It was like this weird mix. He said, "I have the power of thunder and lightning now." After he stole the thing, because he's not just a god. You know, Zeus makes fun of him at that part. It's like now I'm the god of thunder and lightning.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't hear that at all.
That
sucks.
It was one of the cheeser lines.
Yeah, or you mean when it's Mighty Thor, or Dr. Jane Foster, and third of all, eat my hammer. I'm like, I hate you. I fucking hate you. I love, like, she just drops catchphrases. Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
You need a little color? Let's bring him the rainbow. Yeah, like, is that like a catchphrase?
Because she even walked away like...
I know!
So it was funny, like...
Just flew around the world twice. Couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate you. I hate you. Yeah.
It's stupid in a funny way, though.
It's like, so funny.
Like, it's self-aware
she, like, becomes,
how dumb it is.
Overconfident.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Thor.
Yeah. Flew around the world twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
it's
you.
Just like,
what are you, it's a West Side Story? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a strong movie. I definitely thought...
it had weak parts for sure, but every movie does.
It was definitely upper half MCU movie. It's definitely
fun.
Not garbage.
It's a fun movie, yeah. It just didn't end with a big CGI fight with a giant kaiju at the end, so people got upset.
I'm in the high 7s.
Okay.
I'm still letting it percolate in the head.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably put it there. 7.2, 7.3, you know.
A little higher, I think. A little higher 7s, but...
Do you like Ragnarok more? I'll ask you that before we get out of here.
I think that this was a better movie.
Okay.
Written-wise.
But Ragnarok does more fun stuff.
I think Ragnarok is definitely a funnier, looser... Nothing's really happening. There's no real stakes. Like
a Hulk.
It's with the Hulk, yeah. But I mean, like honestly, that was way more of a classic Thor adventure. This actually had stakes. Again, not a lot of stakes to the mainline MCU, other than Jane Foster died.
It felt like a Guardians movie.
But it felt more like this is happening.
It's here.
Yeah, it's over
in
there.
This world.
It's not really affecting this.
When
right
Ironheart comes out, they're not going to be like, that guy was killing all those gods, but thank God Thor stopped him before he could get to eternity. No,
but on pure like, it was the best. I think it was the best written of the Thor movies. Yeah, I had a couple problems.
Yeah.
But like Ragnarok was an excuse just to put Helen, whatever her name is in there, the bad guy. What's her name? I mean, it was literally like it was all for that, and it was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Gore is a much better villain than Hela was.
Yeah,
I didn't like Hela.
That's what I'm saying. Hela felt like that was just a piece to get you to the point because we needed the stuff to happen to Ragnarok to get to Avengers Infinity War.
Right. We needed to get
all these people needed to get on that ship
off of Asgard.
And over there.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's what the end, like in the movie's great, but the end felt like that's all the end was for. This movie was like, we got a Thor classic.
Well, it's like by the end of it, it's like they're not really fighting Hela and they're not fighting Surtur because they can't, you know, right?
They
so
fight
each
other.
Right. Yeah, they're like, well, they'll
and
kill each other.
off.
Yeah, they leave. Oh!
Yeah, oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Oh!
Oh,
the Ragnarok. Oh!
No, and I love Ragnarok. It's a super fun movie, and there's like it's hysterical.
You got to see. You get to
this
see
movie
Hulk's
is
ass.
not hysterical. Like there are funny parts, but in Ragnarok there are parts where you're like crying, laughing because it's ridiculous.
The best part in Thor: Love and Thunder is when Korg is singing when he's just a face.
Yeah,
he's just like put like on, and he just sings a song
like
about
at the
nonsense.
end where he's about like he gets blasted and he's about to die again as a face, and the goat picks him up. He's like, "Oh, thanks, friendly goat." It's just like it's stupid, but it's funny. It's just like, and you're right. And then it's like the goat's running around, and he's like talking and singing while the goat is, and he's whistling, you know. And it's just it's so stupid, but it's like it's a Taika Waititi thing. Instantly, I'm thinking of Our Flag Means Death because it's that stupid over the top that makes me appreciate everything that guy does. It's just. And then he's like almost with the lines they were like alluding that he's like Groot. Like he wrote it so funny about growing back and being able to grow back, and he almost was like they were parodying.
I mean, like he does at the end,
and he does. That's what I'm saying. But the way it was written, it was almost like a ham-fisted punch on the nose of like it's gonna be just like Groot.
It's Groot, what a rock!
Right? And it's so funny.
Yeah, he has his god. He's like, oh no, hammer!
So funny. That's what I'm saying.
They go, that's a god of carpentry. I'm like, did they just fucking make a Jesus reference, dude? Oh my god,
that's amazing.
And there's a guy like in robes, and he's got like
it was great.
I'm like, is that fucking Jesus, dude?
It was.
I love the idea of Jesus having orgies with Zeus.
He's just a regular god.
He's just another god.
A normal god guy.
Oh man.
No, I appreciated that movie. I haven't been disappointed by much in this phase, honestly, movie wise. I think out of this phase, Black Widow is definitely the weakest movie. But man, Eternals wasn't as bad as everybody crapped it on. Shang-Chi was great.
Yeah.
This, you know, Doctor Strange was not as people.
This movie being an hour and a half is like,
No, I couldn't. No, pacing wise.
Thank you.
Holy.
The tightest movie. I'll stand by that.
130 miles an hour, man, and not in a bad way.
Yep.
Like you're like it's over.
The longest pause they take with no dialogue is probably when the Marvel logo shows up.
The soundtrack, by the way, is the best.
It's all Guns N' Roses.
It beat Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. It's not just Guns N' Roses. It's written into the movie.
Yeah.
Every song is not just that song meant like James Gunn.
Welcome to the Jungle is just thrown in there for the sake of Welcome to the Jungle.
Yes, no, but it's a good fight. It's about fighting the jungle. So it's Welcome to the Jungle. Sure. Like you know, but like the November Rain timing when she's thinking about whether or not she's gonna fight, and it's just like. Holy shit!
Like she's like in her bed.
Yeah,
she's like thrashing.
And they start playing November.
She can telepathically sense that Thor is getting his ass kicked. No, you can't.
Well, they're linked, bro. She's the god of thunder, also.
Nope.
Mirror.
Nope.
The movie. Right?
Nope. My favorite part. This is my last thing. The coolest thing about Mighty Thor is that her hammer's like broken, so she can like send it out in pieces and like retract it. I'm like,
that is pretty awesome.
That's fucking dope. I don't know why Thor didn't go to New Asgard and fucking get his hammer back 20 minutes ago. Yeah.
And then at the end, he's got his hammer back. He gave Stormbreaker to...
This movie was just an excuse to bring
get his
back
hammer
Mjolnir.
back. Yeah.
Which literally undermines the third one completely. You know? Like, oh, cool. And now he's just got it back in the next movie.
He's got both.
Now he's got both. Now he's even stronger. Yeah.
I told you.
The little girl gets the big axe.
That end is so funny. They both do the classic Thor dive into the air.
Yeah, but she's got the giant weapon. He's got the
little one. It's great. God. All right.
Yeah.
We got all this stuff coming up on the channel. It's been D23 weekend, and there's so much stuff.
23Ds.
We already had the Inside Out 2 announcement. And
they announced a lot of Marvel stuff. We can just leave that all in on Cinemagasm today. Or someday you're watching that. You know?
Yeah, we got a lot to do.
Yeah, we do. We're stuck here for the next 3 hours, bro. Strap in. You're welcome. Cool.
Ugh.